can stay here for all eternity. Press buttons.
It's button heaven!
It's every Stanley's dream.
Yes! It's just heavenly voices saying buttons. Oh.
Best ending.
Already bored here.
Okay, moving on to the next ending.
Moving along.
Now, if we go back to the catwalk,
Already
go
this was
to the red
uncomfortable,
door.
and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
There's something captivating about this. But, who knows?
The red door. I'm not gonna lie, the red door,
When
it gets
Stanley
dark.
came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
So if I
and
actually...
Stanley knew it perfectly
So if I go
well.
through the red door, it doesn't
Perhaps he
just take
wanted
me
to
back to
stop
the
by
path.
the employee lounge
No.
first, just to admire
I
it.
mean, that door is its own.
Standing now in this incredible room,
Oh.
Stanley for the
Also,
first
if we take another ending, is if we
Stanley
take a
took the first
through here,
open
but
door on his left.
Nope. We're gonna take that red door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
that red
ago.
door.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes, we have gotten
I'm
off
not
on our
your
own foot.
enemy, really, I'm not.
So I
realize
followed
that
your
investing in your trust
lies
in
in the
someone else
past.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
We're
is...
gonna jump.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
You already
Why,
caused bad things
I
to
don't
happen.
know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen
What about
carefully,
this
this
door?
is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'll give you a chance,
Oh, thank
narrator.
God
If
you
anything
are
bad
willing to listen
happens...
to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that
Going
it's
in a
killing us,
circle.
Stanley?
Yeah.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Hey.
Nice.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
It's in here.
No, wait.
The way
Where
back,
are you going?
but not in the way that you think.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Huh. What's at the top of these stairs?
Please, no, Stanley,
Top
let
of
me
the
stay
stairs.
here. Don't take this from me.
Huh. This even just leads to an edge. Maybe it's an invisible catwalk.
No!
Ow.
Oh,
Okay, walk back to
Thank
the nice
God
room because you'll get
you
more
lived.
luck.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, we can have. Yeah, we can go back. See all the nice colors?
There.
That's
See?
pretty.
This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
But of course, all nice things have to go end eventually.
It's so beautiful. I hate it here.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Fine, narrator.
No dialogue.
It's dark in here. I'm scared of the dark. Narrator, it's dark in there.
No, what do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I believe you
mean,
went the
we're-
worst for me. You brought
mean-
me here. Yeah!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yes.
You are literally
You know, this gets
willing
really
to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. You're a little off.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
I'm willing to believe that's the case.
But I guess
I
that was
honestly
too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
He doesn't ever get to finish his sentence. It just restarts.
Yeah. That was dark.
It's dark, depressing, everybody loves it. Hey, the phone's going off.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your
You
perceptual
see the
sphere.
fusion.
Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Alright, how does the confusion ending work?
First, we need to go take. We need to.
You cut out there.
When we get to the. Take.
So take
When
this
Stanley
door.
came to a set of
Take
two
this
open
door right here.
doors, he entered the door. This was
Forward.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Past.
perfectly well.
Left.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Can I go in here? No, this is also locked.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Yes.
I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
So Stanley.
But eager to get back to
Okay,
business,
now we
Stanley
take
took
the door on
the
the
first
left.
open door on his left.
Which would normally lead the
And
way
so
back,
he
but
detoured through the maintenance
take that
section,
little
walked
right
straight
there.
ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
now we take a journey through my favorite ending of the entire game.
I took an elevator.
Sold this boat in half.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Right now, we don't choice.
I don't have a choice in this matter.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Really?
Yep,
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I see
It's
you've
clearly-
gone so off track.
Oh,
Not
dear,
even
hold on,
he doesn't know
please.
where to go.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
That seems hard to believe.
This is the way. Yeah, remember that catwalk from earlier?
No. This isn't right at all.
Yeah,
You're
this
not
is-
supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Oh,
Okay. We
God, spoilers, avert your eyes, children.
Who am I kidding?
Someone
It's
got
all
fired.
now. The whole story's completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't want to
Oh, I
so
got
far off
fired.
track, Okay, from the top.
maybe that's how I broke out of mind control.
We're still. This is. You start. As we.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right.
When
Something different?
Wait, what?
That's a lot of
No,
doors.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right
Yeah,
here
you
just
wrote
a
it.
minute ago.
You know what
I
you're
know for
doing.
sure that it's here
He
somewhere.
misplaced the story.
Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find
It's
the
a choose
story.
your own adventure game.
Yay! Where am I going?
Anywhere you want.
I love these kinds of stories.
Where it's like, hey, man, this is like a proto-open world.
Except I'm in an office building. Closed open world simulator.
It's a closed world.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a
I mean,
story
it's
here
that bad.
before.
Sure
Do
is
we just-
pretty. Hey,
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Oh, hey.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Now I found something!
of course.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Definitely
What could it mean?
thing different.
Stanley decided to go to
Original
the meeting
source
room.
material
Perhaps he had simply missed a
whatsoever.
memo.
I thought this door was a little more to the left. Or right. Okay, I couldn't get in there.
Now something's different.
Where'd the doors go?
It's worse, but I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
I think this
and see
guy's
if we
starting to
missed
get
anything?
Well,
Backtrack.
let's go back a little.
Yeah, we gotta
It doesn't
retrace
like-
our.
There are two doors here that lead to the same area.
Yeah. Retrace our steps. Gotta go find the story.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Yes, it's totally here.
I feel like
No,
we...
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way.
Retrace our steps
and
again. We'll
retrace
find the
our
story
steps.
eventually.
We're just... What?
Now this... Well, I'll
Why
be
are we in
honest, I don't
amnesia?
recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took
You
place
can't
in
even
an office
remember
building.
if we were in an
Is that
office
correct?
building.
Do you remember, Stanley?
This guy is like.
Well, do you know
This guy
what?
must be like.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were
68
supposed
years
to be
old
doing,
and losing
how
his
about
memory.
this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
You're a
There was
winner.
A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no.
Funny if it said
Let's
your
go.
I
winner.
don't feel right
It-
about this
it-
at all.
It'd be
We
funny
both
if it
know
said
you
your
didn't put in
winner,
the
but
actual work for
with
that
the
win.
wrong Or
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I feel like I won pretty fair and square here.
I'm getting.
Well, I just
weirded
realized
out
the
by
door,
whatever this
the
place
doorway
is.
back is.
I don't care what might happen this time.
Yeah, it's
I
gone.
have to restart.
Now
Up,
you
up,
get me
please.
win.
Okay, we're gonna find the story.
We'll never find the story.
All right.
We'll
I've got a
find it because we
solution.
have the Stanley
This time,
Parable
to make
Adventure
sure
line.
we don't get lost, I've employed
Trade.
the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
We get to go this way.
Yay! We finally get to see this hallway.
You gotta do it now. All you gotta do is follow the line.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being?
I'm confused.
Of the nature of life itself. Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought
What?
for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's
I don't remember that.
experience of that existence, right?
Now I'm
Now,
confused.
if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, music.
good.
Follow the
Yeah,
line.
That'll be a good thing because it's really loud. Follow it exactly how it is because you don't want to confuse it.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm assuming you didn't miss it. I feel like reality's a little off the deep end right now. Long way.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss
It's a
anything.
fern.
Pretty good fern. Looks
Very
really
healthy.
nice.
Probably gonna be the
Getting a
main.
lot
It's
of
probably,
water.
it's probably gonna be the main antagonist of the story. Let's be honest here.
We'll need to remember this for later.
Yeah,
Need this mug shot.
it's gonna be Thanos in disguise. And welcome
Wait,
back to
what?
where the beginning
We're
is.
back at
Remember
the
those two
office?
doors?
No.
They lead to the same
no,
spot.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The
Now
story?
we get to go over here.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yeah, spoiler warning.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Huh,
To
one of
hell
four
with
got
it.
fired.
Restart.
Yeah. Starting?
Well, he restarted us.
Yeah, he got sick of the line. Here's what we're gonna do.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Yeah.
daring, mysterious.
Let's make up
Yeah,
our
This
own
all sounds
story.
perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh, new door.
We're going our own way.
We're taking
Now,
our own
yes,
adventure.
This is exciting. It's just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new
Completely
story. Well, it
new
could be
route
anything.
that no one else has
What do you
ever
want
gone
our story to
before.
be?
It is an epic
Go
adventure
wild,
of a
use your imagination.
round that
Whatever
we're
it might
making
be,
right.
Stanley,
It's like reverse
I'm
NASCAR.
ready for it.
Not a lot of stuff in this hallway.
Oh no!
Oh,
not you
good, Doug,
again.
don't make eye contact.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't
I
acknowledge
like to
it.
put
You should
trademark
be
next to
fine.
you. There we go. It went away. It knew when it wasn't wanted. Yes.
Ah, a choice.
Choice.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a
Ooh,
minute.
lines.
Okay, so I know that each
Oh,
door has to
we
lead
pace in
somewhere,
anticipation.
which means that
Thought.
somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
You know, we should take
Our
that in
destiny
exact thinking
awaits.
to every single. We had to make a choice of which direction to go.
But the line, it doesn't lead to that room.
I mean, go into the room. Hello, welcome to the confusion ending.
Oh, hold on. What's this?
Make sure you read all the text from left to right, top to
You're
bottom.
telling me that's
Restart
what
the
this is?
game.
It's all
Any
one
additional
giant
doors.
ending,
Restart the
and
game.
we're supposed to restart the
Dead
game
end.
eight times?
Go into
That's
monitor
really
room.
how all this goes?
Find a
It's all
confusion ending schedule.
Determined?
Yeah,
It's about
So
previous
now, according
restarts.
to the
we're about to
schedule, I
reach the
restart
fifth
again.
restart.
Then what? Am I
Unable to
just
go
supposed to
anywhere or
forget?
do anything. Game
What
restarts
if I
on
don't
the
want to
6th
forget?
restart. Find line
My
again.
mind goes
Follow
blank
the
simply because it's
identical
written here on
replica.
this
The office.
thing.
Attempt to make
Wall.
up story here.
Well,
No longer an office,
consulted
simply
me.
black
Why
space.
don't I get to decide?
Find a
don't
bookstore,
I
get
get a
bored and
say in
leave.
all of
Narrator
this?
restarts
Is
the
it
game.
really-
Narrator is gone. After a long
No, it
time,
can't
Stanley
be.
dies.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to
Yeah,
keep
we're about to reach
restarting. I don't
restart
want to
number
forget
5.
what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart
So
the
right
game.
on
I
schedule.
won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean
You know, we did in
Did
record
we-
time. Most
did
people
we
take
break
at
the
least
cycle?
over.
The whatever it is that made this
Huh,
schedule?
we broke the cycle.
How would we even
Yeah.
know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Yay, we win.
So,
Yee.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
This is
Though they're
quite-
always saying
this
that
has
life
been
is
quite the
about the journey and not the destination.
What if the
So
game force
I hope
restarts
that's where
itself?
we
Because we've
are
seen that
right
happen in the
now.
past.
We'll find out, won't we?
Oh,
Eventually.
Doesn't that mean
Well, in the
we'd have to go through the rest of these?
It did.
That noise frightened me.
It happened. I knew that would too. That's why I didn't. No, now I'm gonna be completely frank. I'm pretty sure we don't have to go through any of those
All
other
of his
restarts. I'm
co-workers
pretty sure
were
that
gone.
was the end of
What
that
could
end.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what?
Stanley went around touching
Yep.
every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
So in
Nor
terms of
did it
endings,
advance the
we
story
still
in any
to
way.
Answer
When
the
Stanley
phone.
came to a set of two open
from-
doors,
and we
this
also
was not the correct way to the
on
meeting room,
the
and Stanley knew it
facility.
perfectly well. Perhaps he
I
wanted
mean,
to
we
stop
could go
by
for
the
a try to
employee
play that
lounge
game for 4
first,
hours.
just to admire it.
No,
The lounge was grand, majestic.
I refuse
Perhaps,
to be a
but
part of
eager
that.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'll do that in my free time at some point.
Stanley was so bad
Like
at
5
following
years from now.
directions, it's incredible
God.
he wasn't 5 years ago.
I don't even know if it actually has,
Look, Stanley, I think
probably
perhaps we've
does,
gotten off on the wrong
but no one's,
foot
but no
here.
one in the right.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I mean, if there is an ending
all this
tied to it,
time.
then that means
There's
somebody had to
someone
play
you've been
test it and made
neglecting,
sure it worked.
Stanley.
Somebody likely
Someone
found a
you've
bug in it
forgotten
to
about.
skip it.
Please,
Somebody's
stop
had
trying
to
to
do
make
stuff
every
with it.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Let's go for Hollywood
It's
ending.
good, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her
Beat
back
the bad
into
guy
your
and get
life.
the girl, save the world.
She's
Yeah.
been
Yep.
waiting.
That's pretty Hollywood.
That's her, Stanley.
Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now.
That
I
Hey,
want
get
you
the-
to
fake.
tell me all about
Hey, your
your
apartment room is the same as your office. That's why.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why it sounded fake.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
How about you just leave the building?
I'm leaving.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Yeah, you ain't.
Alright. Don't get that choice.
So while you're going through
is
this
a very
depressing
sad story
we're
about
back
the death of
about-
a man named Stanley.
No. X.
Stanley is quite a
Fine.
boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ooh.
And so he began to fantasize about
Oh.
his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk and realized that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Have to pay respects.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
All right. I'm not getting anything. Well then. Me.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Yeah, I'm back.
I suppose I can't.
Questioning
Not in the way
nothing.
I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I refuse. Oh.
So how was that ending?
Or I just dropped dead. Right
Yep.
then and there. All because the screen told me to.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, I know there's the yes button that I didn't press before.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
At least
boss's
still have
office,
that
He spent some
hoping
time
he
in a
might
broom
find an
closet and they
answer
decided
there.
to block it off completely.
Coming to
Really
a
don't
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Noise.
Noise.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
Too
Blah,
late.
blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Yeah, narrator, you get it.
Yeah, he wants to get. He wants to get some sleep.
He understands it by now. He gets the gist.
Yeah. He knows how we do things. We hang out in broom closets and then we speed run.
Cool surprise.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Go drama of, oh my god, it's a control facility.
Oh my god, let's press some buttons.
The lights rose on an
Time to
enormous
do
hall
what
packed with
my
television
job is and
screens.
press buttons.
What horrible secret
this
did
job
this
is heavily
place
reliant on
hold?
button press.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the
Hey, we
strength
were up there
to find
earlier.
out?
Yeah. Let's not think about that, otherwise we'll go through another paradox.
I love paradoxes.
That one was confusing.
Now the monitors
Led
jumped to
to
life,
torture.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored
Freedom,
in this
nothing.
place where freedom meant nothing.
This is America.
You know, they were in Canada. Freedom also means nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Does that mean there's another possible Stanley running around? So we see 2 people here who have been fired.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
I mean, like,
It
in
was
terms of, like, the
unthinkable,
canon ending,
wasn't it?
the
Was
true
it even
ending,
possible?
like,
Had he
technically
truly
not
spent
Stanley.
his entire life
You're a real person.
utterly blind to the world?
No, a real person, but I've taken control of Stanley. But doesn't that mean there's someone else who's
the
also
heart
around?
of the operation. Controls laser
wait, you're a
wheel
real
emotions,
person, but you
happy
control of Stanley,
or sad
your
or
current mind
content.
control facility.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
We
And
need to
as
go
the cold
deeper into
reality
this.
of his past began to sink
button.
in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert
Maybe I
its
can actually light up
terrible
this
power
room.
over another human life.
I
For
just
he would
but,
dismantle the controls
just
once
didn't
and
do anything.
for all.
There's an exit door over here.
just
And doesn't do anything. As expected.
now let's turn this power quote off. Wink.
System
And when
power.
at last he found the source.
Oh,
Oops, pushed the
Stanley,
wrong button.
you didn't
Looks
just
like
activate the
I rule the
controls,
world
did you?
now.
After they kept you enslaved
thought
all
this
these years,
turned
you
on
go
the
and you try to
generator
take
room.
control of the machine for
Well,
yourself. Is
you
that
see,
what you
here's the
wanted?
thing.
Control?
Just keep reading that screen and you'll know
Stanley,
exactly.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm
Well,
afraid
I've
you
done
don't
better.
have nearly the power you think
Yeah.
you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
You gotta wonder where this office,
eliminating
how this
the
office building
complex.
came in contact with nuclear
Environmental
weapons.
detonation, then, let's say 2 minutes.
Well, you got 2
now
minutes to
this is
figure
making
something out,
things a little
buddy.
more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yeah, those buttons
It's
don't
your
work
time
anymore. You gotta work on
shine.
something else.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
Try
so little
escape.
time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
door.
goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
They
time
don't
to
work.
talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Son. Lord.
What's that? You'd like to know where your
Son.
co-workers are?
I'm not gonna lie,
Amount
I don't
of
think there
solids
really is
before
a way
you're
to stop
obliterated.
this, but
All right.
No.
I'm in a good
Where's the
mood. You're gonna
button
die
number
anyway.
1?
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
try finding a
Other
sign
times,
button.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to
There.
say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite ripping. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go
Or-
around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock right now. These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Let's
Or
go
did you
press
just assume when you
button
saw
number
that
3.
timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
Yeah, he added some
It's
time.
just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Yeah, it's not looking.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
Well,
Will
we
you
had a
cling
good run.
desperately to your frail life,
Oh.
or will you let it go peacefully?
We tried our hand at world
Another
domination,
choice.
and we just started
Make it
thermonuclear hellfire.
Or don't. It's all the same to me.
You know what?
It's all a part of the joke. And
I
believe
think
me,
this is even
I
better.
will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
What a
from
way
I
to go.
control the world.
Until
I
the
kill
moment
everyone
we say
else.
happily
I
ever
win.
Okay, that's another ending down. There we go. Good job. Good job.
Is there anything else I can actually do?
I don't think that. I'm not sure what other end.
How
Pretty sure
long
we've
was
done
I
all
sitting
the
there?
time.
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes?
Minutes?
Days?
Centuries?
Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Ironic. Huh.
Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct
Yeah,
way
fuck
to
the
the
left.
meeting room, and
Left is
Stanley knew
bad
it
ideology.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself.
What a room.
What a room, what a room. This is
Beautiful.
what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
This room gets a lot of dialogue.
For one basic room that doesn't do anything to the story.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your
What a
co
room.
were but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
And now
got
we're back on track. Oh, well, shit, we're forced to go back.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I mean, there's really nothing done every.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Wrong foot.
I'm not your enemy, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Start
Stanley
with
leapt
suicide,
from
we
the
end with
platform
suicide.
and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, I think that'll probably do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good 2 hours.
I
This part
can't
still
wait to
doesn't
tell
make
the
any
story
sense.
to my co-workers.
I
Stanley
don't
thought.
know
How
what
amusing they'll
that-
find it.
what-
Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I
This-
thought everyone had gone missing?
Wait, what?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's different.
It was just- Man, this whole thing was made just to fuck with.
When Stanley came to a
And we'll just restart again. I don't know if anything actually happens.
just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
I don't hear phones ringing, so we're going to restart again. Because I know that messaging machine goes somewhere. Nothing in this game just has one little thing to it. Everything has multiple steps.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
No
mean?
phone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
No
had
phone.
simply missed a memo.
Wait, what the hell?
Oh my God, Stanley.
Did we actually just encounter another Stanley?
No, I think that's the real Stanley I just saw.
Stanley, get over here! Stanley!
You motherfucker, get over here! I'm sick of doing your job!
When Stanley came to a set of two open,
He has to go
this
this
was
way.
not the correct way to the meeting room.
He would have went to
and
the
Stanley knew it
lounge.
perfectly
Everyone goes to
well.
the lounge.
Perhaps
He
he
goes
wanted
to
to
the
stop by
lounge,
the
let's cut him
employee
off.
lounge first, just to admire it.
We can beat him to the lounge.
It was okay.
It was okay.
He ran out of words.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Stanley?
first open door on his left.
Where are you? Can't get away from us,
Stanley
Stanley.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he was only 5 years ago.
Dude, you don't have so.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been... What? Really? I was in the middle of
So
something.
what's the game
You have
plan?
zero
Because Red Dawn
consideration for others? Are you
options
that
here.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
This door's
To show
locked.
you something beautiful.
I'm just gonna test every door.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I really don't have feet when I walk.
I mean,
Now
that's
listen
90%
carefully,
of
this is
first
important.
persons.
Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
The
door.
red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do
And
you
now
see
we have
that
to go
I
through that really
have
dark
wanted
and
you to be
depressing
happy all this time. The
Nope.
Suicide.
I always have a
Totally.
choice to restart.
Yep.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. But if he checked
What?
over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Phone not going off. Next room.
I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't be in disbelief. So if we were right, fault. We did literally just stand, go through that hallway.
Let's begin again. I want that answering machine thing to go off again, so we can actually follow that path. There was something with it that we didn't do.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yes, it is right off this building.
Don't you get fucking memory loss again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Spin dash.
Yet there was not a
Spin
single
dash.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
get fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What do people want? Crafts about money. Using slide to ensure employees that everything is okay. You, most of all. I like that guy on the far left. He's very unique.
Bro slides on this slide. Charts, slide. By the way, I'm pretty sure there's an ending if you like stay for a time. I don't know.
The rate and increase of graphs per slide.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
It got dark.
Yeah. Let's keep watching how dark it gets.
Shift global market. Monetize free to play. We work
Damn.
for EA.
What? Spring break.
Less air, pollution, hope, clear skin, metamorphosis.
Oh, now we're back here. Sure. We'll just cycle again.
Yeah.
Just saying that previous thing on whiteboard, I'm going to believe that Stanley Parable all pay games. This is actually Take Two Interactive. This is where that's where we work here.
Monetize free to play. Learn about it. We're gonna become free to play.
Stanley Parable to become a free to play game. Petition now.
Do not alter without
There's a
insulting whiteboard manager.
Whiteboard.
You know, we want the chart ending.
Yes.
We get charts. More charts.
No, what does this say?
Circle top 20 things you love most about your boss.
Oh. Yeah, yet to see the boss.
For R&D of new cough medicine. Get Chris out of the broom closet.
Maybe we're Chris.
Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized.
Fire paper guy.
Hire someone to fire the paper synergy guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets of the topic of... The future is yesterday, tomorrow is now.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
Oh, actually,
this is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I did not expect that to happen. I'm just sitting here reading the whiteboard.
I didn't know that there was dialogue there. 7, 4, 4,
491, 416, 431, and Jim.
Because Jim.
I like Jim.
Jim's not a number.
Legal. IT department. We're broke Wednesday.
9 o'clock on Wednesday, the ITM.
Financial panic meeting. Boss's inspection. 8 bird. Mergers. Ideas and development. Peer review of weekly review.
Oh, dude, 4 o'clock on Friday. We got an office party.
Weekly review. Office party. Wait, what?
France.
Do. Alright, I have no idea what we're still doing here. Probably best to restart at this point. Because I want to try and figure out that phone thing. Because I can tell there's something with that phone. Not going crazy yet.
How
Blu-ray's
wonderful.
over there.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Huh. Getting some new stuff.
This code is real gone.
He finally gets the office all to himself.
You can restart time again.
Wait, phone's going off. Yes.
phone. The phone is ringing.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Future
We are
happiness.
confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
Wait,
Can
what?
you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Huh.
So I heard none of that. What'd they say?
They said the Future Happiness Foundation is gonna send 1,000 boxes to this office. Huh. Let's see if anything changes.
Wait, what?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Huh.
What could it mean? Stanley
I
decided
knew it
to go
was
to the
somewhere.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, future happiness.
Future Happiness Foundation sent 100,000 cardboard boxes to us.
Oh.
I win!
We found the box ending.
We got the box ending.
When Stanley
there are any
came to a
boxes
set
in the
of two
lounge?
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't think there are any in the lounge. I think it was just for those 2 areas.
Yet
Yeah,
there was not a
there's
single
something else
person
around
here
here.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
Persevere.
his boss's office.
The box
Hoping he might,
ending.
coming to a staircase, Stanley
Yeah.
walked up